Hello, little naturalists. How are you? We're in our outdoor library, see? As you can see, we're on the back porch. Lots of trees and nature around us, but it is spring, so there's no leaves yet. But we also have our outdoor library. And the reason we're here is because we're going to talk about nature things. What have we harvested? What did we pick up from the ground? What did the trees give us? Remember, we must ask the trees for their things. We don't take things from our friends that they don't allow. That's not nice. So we have lots of things to discover today, and then I will show you 2 things that you could do with these things for nature crafting, and we will craft on another day. All right? All right. Here we go. Oh, first, look at all of that. So many things that have been collected. Some of these things are from here in the Indiana dunes. Some are from Chicago by the lake. Some are from Mexico by the beach. So first we'll talk about Mexico by the beach. Then you'll see that we have this little piece of coral that was found on the beach. It was washed ashore. It sort of looks like a little Y. Also, typical coral has more of this look to it. And you can see all the little holes in it. Yes, it's very light. Here's another piece. It's very much like a shell. And then more of a sea rock, or probably coral as well, with a little crystal moonstone right in the middle. Also, just in the local area, I found this piece of bark. It's very smooth, and what we do here is we can write on it, or we can paint a picture. We found this crystal. Now, this crystal is from a store, because normally crystals don't look like this, pretty heart-shaped like this. But I am going to show you natural stones that have the heart shape, all due from nature. Here is also from a lake in Indiana, or Lake Michigan, that's also near Chicago and also near Michigan. That looks like a beautiful heart, doesn't it? So that was given to us by Lady Lake. And here's another one. And doesn't that also look like a heart? So I always love those. And this. Whoa. Look at that clear quartz crystal. It was taken from the earth a long time ago. But look at all of that. And it has a little prism right at the front. You can see that. But how neat is that? All made from the earth. Now, I also like to have bark. So bark. Whoa, dear, I have kitty cat problems over here. They're little kitty cat problems. The neighbor kitty cat Undertow is around, and Tula does not like it. Kitties, stop it now. Come here. Come here. I don't know. We're going to keep going. So I like to have pieces of bark from the tree when they fall to the ground. This one could be very good because of its layering for a fairy garden. I also like to get sticks like this. They can be made into costumes, or they can be made into jewelry, or just something pretty like a piece of art. I also like to get pine cones. I feel like they're so pretty. Sometimes they're more closed up. Sometimes they're bigger like this and separated out so the seeds could fall to the ground. This holds seeds so that hopefully the tree can grow a baby. Here's another example, but this one I painted. And I painted it green because I thought that was pretty. So I think that's all we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to show you 2 things you can do with the nature. We call it the nature harvest. Oh, look at that. It's a mask. So you see, you can make costumes with it. So I added all of the pretty rocks, that heart rock. Some of the leaves are not real, and some of them are. The acorn top, the acorn on the side. Let me show you. How pretty is that? All right, and then the other thing I'm going to show you, hat straight here, is the fairy garden. We will make one next time. Remember, we will craft next time. First, you must find all of the crafty things, okay? Which means you must go to your backyard. Maybe your neighbor's yard, if you're friends with your neighbor. But make sure you do any of these things with your parents, all right? Unless it's in your yard and they said you can go back there and grab things, all right? You store it in a little box, just like that. And then we will play a game once you're ready, you know? All right, let me show you this beautiful fairy garden. Look at that. Do you see the little fairy? There she is, standing next to her house. And this is her little pathway. And do you see how there, right here, is one of those bark pieces that I was talking about, and I painted it. And then we added some crystals here, and another heart crystal here, an amethyst crystal here, and these little birdies that were created by my friend Susan Volk, who's a beautiful artist. And then, of course, we have the birdie bath. All these things I will show you next time, but we will need materials. So I will put the materials you need in the comments below. All right? Cheerio!